Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Batmobile build. We have a few things here. We got the new stuff, but I was missing parts in the last video. Well, here they are. I wrote the old customer support, and they apologized and sent me out these parts for pack 62 and also another magazine. So we'll get those going. And I got some batteries, some 2032 batteries. So we're going to test the electronics today too. But first, I want to get this open and see what's in here. The package looks a little funny because it's wet, because the mail carrier decided to leave it outside my gate in the rain because reasons. I can't believe all of our post office boxes that we got down at the mail. We got bunch of mailboxes down there, and there's like 6 big bins for packages, and then on our mail slots themselves there is a room for a package. So that means everyone had a package today. 9 people had packages today. Kind of hard to believe, but anyways, I rescued it before it got too bad. This ink comes off very easily too when it's wet, so let's just, it's all soggy. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Alright. So that. Okay. We have, let's see here, we're in 60 what? Well, we got 68 right here. 68. Not quite sure what that is. Here's 63. Oh wow, that's a big old piece of something. Got here. Here's 64. That's another piece. This look like interior pieces, maybe part of a body panel. Oh, looks like a brake right there. Whoa, more big stuff. Some more tiny pieces. Another big piece, and water. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, this is the floor pan for the interior. And let's get these magazines out of here. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said they left it in the rain. Look, there's water. Well, I'm glad that didn't get into the magazines. Anyways, I'm gonna fold up the soggy box. Okay, we're gonna be back with part 62 in a second. Well, I'm laying my parts out and getting everything together, and I realized something. 63, 64, 65, 67, 68. They shorted me again. They shorted me 66. Gave me the magazine, didn't give me the piece. This is the second month now. Well, you know, I'll just write them again, because they didn't send me 62. So hopefully 66 isn't integral to 67 and 68. Otherwise, we're going to have to forego these this month. Wait for me to get my 66, and we'll do that all up. And actually, I'm going to get everything together before we get into this, and I want to test the electronics. So I'm going to put some AAA batteries in here. I'm going to put my batteries into the remote. We're going to make sure those work before we do anything else. So I'll be right back with that. Alright, got the battery in the remote, got the batteries in here. Where's the on switch? There's a switch. We'll turn the switch on. There it is. Let's see if anything works here. We have to hit the power button. We need to hold it down. No. No, nothing's working. Alright, I might have done something wrong. Hold on. Okay, I don't know what I did, but now it works. I just monkeyed with the battery, and then all of a sudden one of the turn signals was on, so I'm not too sure what happened there. This I don't like. See how that remote is popping up there? It won't latch into place. I think I'm just gonna glue this because I really don't like how that's popping up. The other side's fine. For some reason this side's just won't pop together. Anyways, you turn it on. No turn on sound. That's the volume. Up and down. We get to turn on the key. See the, oh, let's turn off the lights. There we go. That's the thruster. Let's see. Batmobile horn. For the headlights. The taillights go on. So here's the taillights here. Headlights are up under the engine there. I got the beacon light there, flashing away. Let's see here, what else we have? This light, which is for something. Turn signals. You can see. Let's turn that off. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Turn that off. Up here, where are the ones in the front? It is working. Here we go. Here's the turn signals. These amber lights. And then the other side. Where's the other one? It's under the car, of course. Oh. It's under there. You can kind of see it flashing there. Yeah, so those are the turn signals. And let's turn the headlights back off. And we'll turn the beacon off. Where's the beacon? That's the horn. There's the beacon. It's right in the middle. So those work. Everything works. And you turn it off and on here. Mine, I think I wired this backwards. Because, yeah, you're supposed to click it inside and turn it on. Mine clicks outside and turns on. And when it does turn on, you kind of get a little blip from one of the LEDs, I've noticed. It's really random. Anyways, okay, all the electronics work. We can move ahead. Okay, so we have the gas tank that we have from 61 right here. And we have this little frame here. This is part 62. Actually, this and these two metal, what are these? Straps, I suppose, to go around the gas tank here. And this fits on like this. There's only one way it can go. It has nice little recesses though. So it fits on like that. We get some AP screws going on here. Okay, and that's what that looks like. Pretty easy. Now we have to connect that to the bottom of the frame. Alright, I got the gas tank just sitting in place here. And the first strap I've just got sitting in place here. And it's kind of springy. And you don't really want to stay. So the long end here, you got a short end, a long end. The long end's going to go towards the front of the vehicle. And the short end's going to go towards the back of the vehicle. Right, like that. And I swear these things have a side because, oops. Well, now I can't tell what's what. Alright, we can do this too. Stick our line in here, our fuel line. There we go. There's our fuel line. A little slacky, but that's okay. Because I tried to fit one of these, whichever one it was, in the top, and it didn't exactly fit. I think this is it. No, that's that one. Let's see if this other side fits. Yeah, this fits a little better than that one. So it's kind of weird. They kind of have a side. You wouldn't think so, but they're pretty much the same. Maybe I'm just seeing things that aren't there again. Alright. This is kind of a pain. Okay. Alright. Now I need some AM screws. Get this in. It'll keep falling on me. Alright, I got those on. It was a really fiddly, hard to show off. And yeah, I did end up flipping. I just hate doing this because of all the stuff on the engine and all these wires and everything now. I kind of wish this was I mean, it really doesn't matter when you stick the gas tank on. This order of operation could have happened way earlier. A lot of this stuff could have happened before you even put the engine on. So we got the fuel line in. We got the metal straps in place. You can see the screws in there and in there. That's all done, and that is 62 done. We're on to 60. Okay, part 63, or pack 63. We have this big old thing. It's part of the trunk, and we need this part from our last, I think it was 61, where we just put the filler cap on there and that was it. Now we need to actually put that into place right here like this. And we need AP screws. This thing comes with 3 different types of screws. AP, CM, and AM. So we need these AP screws, a couple of AP screws here, to get this into place. A couple of 3. Don't need the 3rd one. Alright. We just put these in from the underside here. Alright, that is that. Easy peasy. Now, bring in the old Batmobile. And we put this, make sure this is not going to squish our wires here. I'm going to put these up here. This solar tape's kind of cruddy. It's falling apart already. And this, let's see here, goes like this. Around the computer, our bat computer, lines up with these pegs. So, there we go. Just got to get it into place like that. Okay, so we're starting. We've got AM and CM. We got AM for these 4 and CM for 2 up front. So let's see here. Let's get these AMs out. Cut through that. Really wish I had a mat down here, but I don't. Probably should invest in one if I'm going to be doing this stuff on my kitchen table, shouldn't I? That would be the smart thing to do. Doesn't sound like me at all. Alright. We got our oil here in my SpongeBob shot glass. And we'll start over here, I think. Alright, so that's everything we needed to do in pack 63 here. Yep, that's everything. And we'll move on to pack 64. Alright, so now we have this big old hunk of plastic here and some pedals. I thought this was a clutch at first. And then I thought, wait a minute, this is a turbine car. Why would a turbine car have a clutch, right? It's not, it's just a footrest. But here is our gas right here. And here is our big old brake. And then we have 2, what are they calling these? These are brackets. And they are metal. And they go on the back side here. Let's move these out of the way. And they go on a very specific way. You have a side with a little tube and a side that's closed. The side with the tube goes forward. It goes up. So these brackets go on. Actually, do they go on upside down? I think they go on upside down. They go on upside down. So they go on like this, with the tube slash shaft on the bottom. There's little recesses in these. So they go on like this. And we have some CP screws here for those guys. Let's get those into place. All right, so that is what those look like in place there. Now, it looks like we're just press fitting these into place. Yeah, we're just press fitting. So, it doesn't look like this thing has a way to go up or down, does it? Doesn't look like it. So we're just see how that fits into there. Or maybe it does have a way to go. Let's see. Yeah, one of the tabs is bigger than the other. This tab is bigger than that tab. And this hole is bigger than that hole. So it does have a way to go. Okay. I guess it isn't symmetrical. There's a border that goes up and around. It's not on the bottom though. It's on the top. So that does have a way to go. Let's see the brake. This goes like that. Fits up in there. Let's get that correct. And I might go back and glue these. Right? Is that where the brake goes? That's where the brake goes. And then the gas pedal goes in right like that. Alright, there we go. That is whoops, there we go. That's everything to do in, what is it, 64? 64, that's what we're doing, right there. Alright, 65 time. Okay, 65, all we're really doing here is connecting this big old slab of plastic we got with this. We're just connecting this into here with some CP screws, it looks like. Yeah, some CP screws. So let's see. Just two of them. And we got these little tabs here that go in these little slots as well to help reinforce this. There we go. Snap those in. Now, oh yeah, I'm going to glue these. Okay, so there are our holes for our screws. All right, that's what it looks like. Right there, and I think it's going to go somewhere about there. But that's all we're doing for part 65. And we're gluing this in, too. That's what we're going to do. You're getting some glue. All right, be back with, oh no, we don't have part 67. We'll look at part 67. Hold on. Pack 66, not 67. We have 67. See, it's right here. We don't have pack 66, but it's not super big of a deal. Oh, that's awesome. Check that out. That's really cool. Got the big old ears. Oh, and this did get wet. Lovely. Oh, and for this, we have a tunnel cover and some seat belts. So not super necessary right now because we're not doing anything with it. We're just putting the seat belts in. And all we're doing is, it looks like, yeah, putting the seat belts together. Unfortunately, though, this is integral to Pack 67 because Pack 67 has the stick shift, and this got wet too. Look at that. Yeah, we're fitting together the stick shift, and we're putting that on the tunnel cover. So we can't do part 67 really. I mean, we can put the stick shift together, but you know why. So we're gonna move on to Pack 68. I'm gonna put 66 off to the side because I'm gonna talk to shipping. See what happened. So here's 67, and you can see there's the stick shift right there. There's a little silver ball that goes on the top, and that's a mounting bracket for it. I don't know. We're going to put this off to the side. We're going to grab 68 because we can do 68, I believe. Because I think it's independent of anything. And it's wet too. God dang it. I got my nice magazines wet. Yeah, this is just, this is the console. And we're just putting that together. And that's got the stick, that lever, I believe, it for the center. I'm not quite sure where that goes. That might be in the back. Like this is the back of the car, and then this is, yeah, it might go in the back of the tonneau cover. We can do this. This is something we can do. Okay, part 68 has a lot of fiddly stuff going on here. I do like this piece. This is kind of a chromed piece that goes on here, but it's that 60s chrome. You know, it looks just like that type of chrome they would have used back then. It's not like super reflective. It's kind of almost a satiny or a little bit duller finish. But first, we are installing these buttons, these teeny tiny buttons, and it looks like they can only, well, it looks like they're the same, and they can only go one way. They got these little D-shaped detents in here, like that. Let's see if that'll fit in there. All right. Push that down into place. There's that button. Okay, and we're going to put the other, ooh, that can go in further. Good. Ow. There we go. Got to get it in all the way. Now it's flush. And the other one goes into our chrome piece, like this. And it's a detent. Little, whoops, D-shaped hole there. And these teeny tiny buttons. Super fiddly. Holy crap. There we go. Nice and press fit. Alrighty. And then we're press fitting this into here like this. Alright. There we go. Nice snap fit there. Fits in. Now we are putting this tube with a ball on it into here like this through the bottom, and then we're putting that through the bottom of this like this, making sure that is flush like that. And we've got this bracket here that goes on top of it like this. It's got a little peg there to push this thing or keep this thing from sliding down into the recess here. Do these have, yes, they do have little recesses for them. And these are getting these AP screws we got here. Alright, now that's what that looks like. This thing can't be pushed into there. Now, we're putting this back section on to here. We got little holes here, and there's little tabs here. It just looks like it slips into place like this. Ooh, a little fiddly. There we go. Snap that puppy into place. That was fiddly. And then we put this thing into the shaft here, it looks like. There we go. And that does have some articulation because there's a ball at the end there. But yeah, that is pack 68. Alright, so got a little bit done here. I made sure the electronics work, and they do, thankfully. I don't have to write them to get a new board or anything. I am still going to glue that remote. I don't like how that's working there. We got the gas tank and the straps on. That was part 62 from previous. We got this little mount here for the trunk. We got the gas cap filler there. We got this bulkhead put together. We got our gas and our brake pedal, which I will be gluing here shortly. We got that attached to the floor pan here, which I am fairly sure is going to go somewhere about there eventually. And we got this little console piece made right here, which I'm sure is going to go back in here, I think. I think that goes right there, and then the tunnel cover goes in front. I don't know. We'll see. We didn't get 66 done. We got a wayward package. We got to write customer service about. And we have part 67 to do because it depends on part 66. So we're going to have another extra pack to do next time. Except for we didn't have an extra pack to do this time because we missed one. So it works out in the end. I don't know. All right. That was fun. So, hopefully you guys will join me next month for our bat build. And until then, you guys take care.